Hi everyone, my name is Andrey Bond and I'm often called that because I expose scammers and catch international criminals abroad. I find their villas, sports cars and crypto accounts and reveal them to my audience. These sometimes leads to attempts on my life. My channel is very popular in Russia and the CIS countries, but unfortunately my episodes aren't available in English. That's why I've created this channel so people around the world can know about these international fraudsters. The channel is still growing, so I made this video to introduce myself and tell you more about what I do. So please support the channel by liking and subscribing. Let's get started. Security camera on my floor in the building. The elevator doors slowly open and there we see another sneaky guy who, for some reason, came to my floor with a cloth over his face. He looks scared at the camera, pulls the cloth up over his eyes, looks around and then he leaves. What did he want? No idea. Maybe he's just sick with something, trying not to cough so he doesn't infect anyone. So what is this documentary kind of a vlog about? It's about how I became a blogger in the first place and why I even bother. Is it scary to be a scam investigator these days? It's also about some folks on my team, about my childhood, where I grew up. Basically, it's a heartfelt little film that might resonate with some people. Come on, they didn't hear you. Andrey, stop messing around. Yeah, like this. I'm recording.
May I, please? Daddy, may I shoot? Daddy, may I?
Andy, no, you may not.
But why?
You will ruin the film.
And they almost cheated me, right? They really tried to scam me out of $6. And I'm looking at the scales, right? And I'm like, how is this $6? It's not possible.
Some situations that happen, I don't always show you guys. The reason is not to scare off the little snakes. Let them relax their butts and think I'm not watching them. There he is, guys, look. What you are seeing now, just as an example, is this guy slowly moving towards the building with a gate key, opens it. Slowly enters, looks around, heads to the building entrance. Is that my plumber? So he enters the building and you see immediately covers his face with a cloth. Obviously he's got some experience. And he walks up to the second floor, then takes the elevator. Why the second floor? Well, because he knows there's probably no camera there, there's one on the first floor though. And so he goes straight to my floor, gets out of the elevator and what a bummer, there is a camera. Basically he didn't check if the cameras were connected to any security system or not, he just turned around. He's not wearing the mask now, thinking where to go. Someone's coming towards him. Oh, no, it's just a dog. So he slowly walks away, and there you see he walks past the house, stops, looks around. What is he doing? Going back? He's waving his hands in frustration. Darn, he thinks, something didn't work out for me. The guy was on his way to success, it didn't work out right. Write in the comments, what do you think? Was he just a regular burglar stealing bikes or strollers from the building? Or was he doing dirty work for pyramid schemers? What do you think? Typically, such people don't like to change clothes. They wear the same thing. So I think if you just drive around the neighborhood in the evening, when you have a lot of free time, you might find something interesting. And we're still looking for cameras on neighboring buildings to see where he's being lurking around. Bro, we are athletes. We cannot eat at night. Right, bro? But we need more content. So, where did I get my experience in investigating scams and in these exposures? I think it's definitely from prison. When you are surrounded by four walls, your brain starts working 1,000 times faster because you need to remember all the moments, put all the puzzles together in your head in order to be able to prove in court that you are innocent. And right now we are in the very courtyard where I supposedly sold 0.28 grams of a banned substance, the size of a match hat, even though I was never here. And there I am in jail, not only recalling my case and thinking about how to prove it in court, but also getting familiar with my cellmates' criminal cases and they with mine. We help each other write appeals, study the laws, and of course, that's where I gained investigative experience. Like I said, we are in the courtyard where I supposedly sold 0.28 grams of the substance. I'll briefly tell you how it all happened, though I've said it many times. There is an entrance in that corner. Supposedly, I came out of this entrance at night and handed a package with the banned substance to a secret agent. And in this archway, two cops were hiding. Supposedly hiding, though they weren't here at all, and neither was I. We are supposedly cops, supposedly keeping an eye out. I am supposedly Alexander, I supposedly bought the package, and the cops are supposedly waiting over there. So the cops claimed that I came out, sold the package for $10 and left, but they didn't catch and arrest me right away. Why? Well, come over, arrest me right away, take me by the hand, right? Their excuse was simple. I was supposed to be under surveillance for several weeks. I was supposedly under surveillance, which revealed nothing, and a few weeks later they arrest me and say, "You sold something to our agent last summer. Let's go." So I spent a year in pre-trial detention and then another 3.5 years in a general regime penal colony, a total of 4.5 years. In reality, it was simple. A guy with drugs entered my house, sat, ate, went outside, handed the package to the cops in the car, and they said, "Okay, we'll say it was here." I started recollecting things, laying everything out brick by brick. Remembered there was a bank here, used to be on the first floor, not there anymore. And the bank's cameras covered the entire courtyard. The cops, supposedly hiding in that archway, had no cameras or photo equipment with them. Surprising, right? Because they weren't here. But the bank was. So I asked my lawyer to go to the bank, get the cameras. The bank refused to give the cameras, then the investigator refused to take the cameras, refused, supposedly because we'll see the agent's face who's making the purchase from me, and he'll be exposed. Although the investigation should treat everyone equally, right? Look at it, just don't show me the agent's face. Well, in short, nonsense. And we requested this video camera in court from the judge. And the judge denied it. That's it. We said, look, it's a closed session. I won't see the agent. He won't be revealed. And you guys already know him. He's sitting in that closed room. And his voice was altered. At first I heard his voice and then a few fractions of a second later it was processed. Basically I knew it was him. So the judge still denies it. Not just this request, but all 7 of them. And that's it. I got sentenced. So I remembered in jail that the bank was here, the cameras, that we could check to prove there was no meeting here and no cops. I offered to take a lie detector test, kind of like for character reference. It's not proof, but it's a character reference. But they also denied me the lie detector test. Cell phone tracking, friends, testimony, all denied. But I gained some experience. And somehow my sense of justice intensified. Because when I see some kind of lawlessness, and I have a YouTube channel where I can explain to people that they are being deceived, here are the facts, here are the proofs, of course it intensified because I felt this lawlessness on myself, right? Right. That's why I make videos for you guys and help some people. Sometimes I can't even sleep until I fuck someone up. In the end, about all these criminal cases, precisely about my criminal case, about this whole story, about prison, I will make a separate documentary film because I cannot explain it all quickly here, but you get the gist. Well, and in the end, when you get released after 4.5 years, only a few friends remain. Each of them is busy with their own thing. I start talking to one, then another, with guys from the betting office who keep making bets, because I used to play and lose a lot too. Yeah, for those who don't know, Sasha taught me how to bet, if anyone hasn't seen my previous videos. You know, I pretty much doubt that it was me. And gradually, with those guys, we started creating our own coalition on YouTube, showing how people get caught up in betting, talking about football, team lineups, giving our own forecasts, just like on Match TV. Yeah, like a home-based Match TV. We had a kitchen table, set up chairs, pretending we're like TV channel hosts. And we kept talking and talking. And then the subscribers, they say, Andrew, what about these strategies that different tipsters use to make money? Do you want to make money on betting and achieve financial independence? This sports service, yeah, internet knows that, is complete ripoff. Let's look at this review. There's Artem Tarasov with some strategy, Dubai tipsters. You start telling about all this. Guys, it doesn't work, we've already lost everything on these strategies, don't use any strategies at all. There are bets as a job, that's for those who run betting offices, and there are bets for fun, like when you dedicate everything to work and 3% of your life you spend, like going to the movies, just to watch football. And then the biggest pyramid schemer appears, Eric Gafarov, who recruits ex-footballers of the Russian national team, Arshavin, Bistrov, Nigmatulin, and people start writing to me. There, debunk them, they play on chasing losses. It's a strategy. I say, guys, the strategy doesn't work, not at all. Everything's calculated by the bookmakers. You cannot win. I explain why. The scheme collapses, different scandals, conflicts start. Then people come and say, Andrew, now debunk this pyramid. Alex Malinovsky, crypto scheme this time. That's when I met Rafael because I didn't know the technical part but understood it was a Ponzi scheme. Then they say, alright, and Finico too. That's it, we've moved away from betting, left that sports area and just switched to financial pyramid schemes. That's how the channel gradually evolved into investigations, thanks to you. The wheel's been set in motion and it cannot be stopped, especially when I keep receiving different materials on pyramid schemers. How can I stay silent? I need to keep shooting. So I started with Finico, I've touched on all the other pyramids too, and my friend Vadim, the cameraman. One day I found out that guys from Finico were hiding in Dubai, they were having internal conflicts there, and I said, Vadim, let's fly there. He'd never been abroad, even to Moscow probably only a few times. And he flew with us to St. Petersburg for the first time. And he said, only if I can go with my girlfriend, I'm ready to fly. She teaches dancing, I'm a cameraman, can we work there? And I went, we can do everything, let's go. Besides, in Dubai we had a lot of real estate to shoot, you could make good money on real estate, and we headed there. Masha and I have come here to see Bitva band live. We were invited by the boyfriend of this lovely girl, Diane. This is Vadim, the cameraman who's going to shoot them, and he's already backstage with the band. Bro, come on, how are they? What are they in real life? Well, they are hard-working dudes. Until I was 30, literally, I hadn't been abroad at all. To be precise, until I was 31. And there was this feeling that at some point I would just break free and take it all in. And then at 32 I found myself in Dubai. This opportunity came up. Andrey offered me a job to try going to Dubai to shoot there. That stepping out of your comfort zone everyone talks about, it's truly tough, it's hard, but it's an immense experience. It's reassessing your values. The most important and practical thing for me at that moment turned out to be a backpack with my equipment. It's your mobile office with all your tools on your back. If in your own city you have some client base, acquaintances, friends, regular clients, then here you start from scratch. That was what scared me. Of course, there was this feeling that you're not making it, you cannot handle it, maybe it's too much for you. Maybe you should just go back home. Maybe you're not ready. I'm quite a melancholic and a realist, so as cliché as it sounds, I just needed to gather myself and at least believe a little that it would work out. Everything will be fine, just do something. Always be doing something. And now I've been living here in Dubai for 7 months. So far, so good. We're all here. Andrew is celebrating his 38th birthday.
Today is my son's 38th birthday.
Get in the frame there. How is it 38?
And I'm 10 years old. It's 1995 now. And do you know how I know it's 1995? Look, it's written down here. Right here. Here, it's written here.
I was already a blogger back then. Now show me a blogger who back in 1995 did the same thing, like here, look, it's here, right? Come on, tell us some jokes.
I forgot, wait.
Come on, remember.
I remembered the joke. Okay, quiet. I'm going to tell a joke now. Listen up. Cheburashka and Gena are driving in a car. Cheburashka says, let's switch some words around. A wallet will be a brick, and money will be bones. Let's go. So they drive through a red light. The cop says, pay the fine. Cheburashka says, Gena, get the brick out. We're about to count some bones for him.
Oh, very interesting.
Well, apparently the humor still needs some work.
Essentially, nothing's changed since those times. Hello, hello, come in. Guys, you know what I remembered? This is my buddy Roman, and this is his friend Dima. Roman and I were in places on diplomatic duty. During our diplomatic work, yeah, Roman told me, bro, once we get out, it was 2009, we'll take a yacht, raise the pirate flag and go on a boarding spree. Just imagine that. We've pretty much visualized that. And now cut it out, cut it all out, please. We finished the intro, and what are we gathered here for? Andrew is celebrating his 38th birthday. I'm 38 and this guy here is 28. Got it? My dear, happy birthday to you. You're an amazing person. Look how many people are around you now. You know how to organize everyone, even when no one else can. I love you with all my heart. Hugs. Hooray! Yeah, happy birthday! Yeah, let me quickly add something. Andrew turned what, 38? Lord, you're old. So, what's the positive side? At 38, he's busting scammers. We really believe that at 39, and for the next 50 years at least, it'll be enough. So here's to you. To your health. To your health, your families, your parents, and may everything in life work out for you. Thank you, bro. Varlusha, you had something to say? Yeah, I want to add that all the people who are here right now are very close people. Cherish this moment. At any point in the world, your friends can support you. And here's the question, where are the kids, huh? Yeah, no kids for now, bro. I hope you mean your own kids. Hooray! Happy birthday!
Про судьбу и разум, про веселую жизнь и нелепую смерть. И как прежде в глаза мы посмотрим друг другу. И, конечно, еще мне захочется спеть. Приходите в мой дом, мои двери открыты, буду песни вам петь и вином угощать.
Andrew, where are you going? What do you want to take? Andrew, show us. What's that? An hourglass?
А ты можешь такой, я знаю, отойди.
А я хотел там матери подарить.
Я же пишу, все время пишу. А он меня в каждом письме спрашивает, почему не отвечаю. Что с тобой?
Вот письмо ему опять. Частенько пишет. Если бы ты знала, от какой беды мы его спасаем. А что за девушка у него? Такая же дурочка, как ты была в 16 лет.
So this is the neighborhood where I grew up. This thing here is kind of like our boiler room. And when you ask if I'm scared, like if someone might come and do something to me for my videos, like beat me up near the entrance or catch me, this crap happened in this courtyard. I won't say every day, but definitely once a week. Fights, showdowns. Guys would come here from Stepanki, that's the next street. We used to go there from here, and every time you step outside as a kid, in the 90s, in 98, 97, 95, I was 10, 11, well, those were tough times. Even at that age, when the older guys were 16, 18, 20, there were constant brawls, shootings, and all that happened here. So I'm pretty much down with these moments when someone might come up and do something. Well, not down, it was just the regular way of life in childhood. Didn't scare us much, but even gave some adrenaline rush. Shall we go? Andrew! Uncle Vita, hello. You haven't aged a bit. Knock on wood. Biceps and shit. Well, a little bit. And if I had stopped drinking, imagine what I'd be like now. Andrew. Well, okay. Tell me. What's there to tell? Came to shoot the neighborhood. And is that Nika TV? Good evening. You're watching Nika TV, news about the main events that happened in Kaluga and the region today on Tuesday. Fuck this shit. I'm done with this crap. Andrew, dear. You've put on weight nicely. I saw you on TV, did you? Yeah, blogger. Yeah, some kind of blogger, not like working at the factory, right? Queer duck. Well, Andrew, listen, bloggers. Yeah? A bad profession? No offense, but they are crooks. Did they say that on TV? It's well known since Soviet times. Oh, okay. Andrew, my boy, come here. You know, old Vita always speaks the truth. Don't even argue with that. Television easily programs the population. They lump all bloggers together, picking a few of the worst and branding all bloggers as the same. Like they're all scammers, they're all upstarts. And why does this happen? Because advertisers are leaving TV, moving to alternative leading opinions. People trust TV less and less, and advertisers are looking for alternative sources. And to somehow bring viewers back to TV screens, they have to brand all bloggers at once. Folks like Uncle Vita watch TV. There are hundreds of thousands, millions of them, and they believe what they hear there. He even thinks there were bloggers in Soviet times. Imagine how deeply his brain has been infected. Are you filming me? Oh yeah, he didn't ask for permission. Do we need permission? Yeah, no permission needed. He'll cut it all out. You know, I'm on my own. I'm not afraid of anyone. What channel will you broadcast this on? On mine. And which is yours? Iron Bed, it's called. I don't have that. Well, I'll set it up for you. Will you? On YouTube, yeah. Okay then. This is the kindergarten I attended. Just recently everything here was different, around 89, I guess. Yeah, when I was 4. There's a photo of us standing here. Hit pause and try to find me. School number 8 where I studied, and Masha too, by the way. And right there where Grandpa is now, I was standing with Masha at her graduation.
Выпускной, ты красивый платьице.
И тебе вот-вот 17 лет. Я хотел тебе просто понравиться.
There really is a photo like that. Right where Grandpa is standing. That's it. Nothing more to show. School stuff. Someone was getting beaten up, others were smoking something. The cameraman got curious about how I met Masha. You're such a maniac. At a school dance. For real. I approached her. Wanna dance? She said yeah. And I was like, great, let's move like this. Didn't have this chin back then, I was skinny. Wanna dance? So yeah, we danced. Since then, from school, we've been together. And Masha was not from a wealthy family either. Masha even told stories like how her grandma gave her half a loaf of black bread at home. She goes into the next room and says, "Mom, now we have black bread." It was her birthday, by the way, and grandma made it her gift. And we used to walk here with Masha. She lived in the house next to the school, and we would count money together for cupcakes. You know, those sold for 20 cents or 15 cents. Counting pennies for cupcakes to go to her house for tea. Tea! Fucking great value. Luxurious enough. Yeah, shoot me like I'm walking in these reed shoes. Fuck that, it's not me. God damn it. Okay, let's go. These are Valentinos for 500. Fuck, why are you filming this? My cameraman said, let's film your shoes. And I'm like, why? What for? Goddamn shoes. Today you got shoes, tomorrow you got none. My grandma used to give me money for shoes, really. What's the point in filming shoes? Fucking detective. So there's one moral to remember, guys. Better to have your grandma buy you shoes than get tricked by pyramid schemers from Finico and S Group. I've come to shoot the neighborhood, Uncle Vita. What has changed since those times, since 2100 and something?
Your dad called me today.
What did he say?
He calls me quite often. About the water. They cut off the hot water yesterday, you know?
Oh, did they?
They opened the manholes, everything drained out. And you know, the hot water brings all kinds of chemicals and all that crap. So they'll clean all that up and then restart it. And then he talked about you. That you have an apartment in Dubai. And I was like, Vova, I've known that for a long time. Yeah, from time to time I visit him at his place. We spend time together, but we don't drink too much. He's really not much of a drinker. But sometimes we do drink together. I've known your father, Lord, since 1985.
That's exactly when I was born.
He was a foreman. He was an advanced man. And I was no fool either. Andrew, you used to run around here and then bam.
Uncle Vita, can you
And I know you did time in jail.
People write in the comments asking if I ever thought, while I was in prison, that I would live like this. Well, I don't think that I'm living super richly or anything, guys. Man, it's such bullshit. Holy crap. What am I saying? Anyway, are you filming? Okay, let me explain some things to you guys, okay? Sure, I was in prison, then I got out, first rented an apartment when I started filming with Alex Friedrich, he's one of our channel's top heroes. Then I moved to a 5-story panel building because it was $50 cheaper per month, and that was a big deal for me. So first thing I do, check the mail, check my VK community to see what's happening there. Then I moved to another house, a brick one. Come on, Christy, do that.
Днем рождения тебя! Днем рождения тебя!
From there, I moved to a cool apartment on the central street. You've seen the videos I filmed there, the one that's all painted white. Lived there for a few years, and then, over time, by 2014, after 9 years, gradually saved up, considering the renovations, to buy my own apartment. And that's without buying a car, because I was afraid I wouldn't have enough for a good apartment. And you gotta consider the fact that I got this apartment quite cheaply. So what's my point? Even when you are released from prison and you are completely down and out, living in the provinces, you can achieve some decent results thanks to modern technology. As for the apartment and the renovation, I will film that sometime. It'll be on a separate second YouTube channel. For now, just showing things as they are. Got a sofa, made a cool kitchen. This furniture is for outdoors, just temporarily put it here because the guys come over, hang out. There's a terrace outside. And the most interesting thing I'm gonna show you today, pushing the cameraman forward, pushing him. This is my office with all sorts of crap. Here, guys. This was supposed to be a podcast studio initially, but I decided to turn it into a recording studio. Got this pretty mic for $1,000. because I don't have a singing voice, and I'm not going to sing for you today, but I would like to record a diss track on scammers. Fuck, what a disgrace. I gotta entertain you somehow. Yeah, dissing the scammers. Drop some cool punches in the comments, maybe I'll use something for the diss. A diss basically is like an expose in a track. But why not? We should have some fun. We can't always be serious with all these investigations. And I want to give you an example. When we flew to Dubai last autumn, after hearing about the guys from Finico, I naturally needed a good cameraman. Vadim was here, he was stressed with work because of the whole situation going on. And his girlfriend, who also hadn't been much of anywhere, had her own dance studio here in Kaluga. They left everything and flew to Dubai with me. And Diane didn't just sit around either, first gathering one student at a time for her dance school. Like 10 or even 5 people would have allowed her to cover the whole rent and earn something, but in reality only one came. And she was in deficit. Then she broke even, later started making a profit, and now she has a pretty good dancing school.
Время изменений. Это интересный, захватывающий процесс по итогу и сложный, болезненный в процессе. Сейчас много нового, не за всем успеваю. Что получилось пропустить через себя, меняет. Я мчусь и стою на месте одновременно. Когда нет рабочей рутины в привычном ее исполнении, каждый день выстраиваешь сам. А свобода — это неопределенность и сомнения. Начала заниматься тем, что долго избегала и не понимала. Но это подталкивает обстоятельства и новая среда обитания. То, что было не мое, оказалось мое. Каждый раз этому поражаюсь. Идет переоценка ценностей. То, что было важно и окружало каждый день, приобретает другое значение. Как и наоборот. Мозг сомневается в каждом шаге и действии. Чувствую, что долгое время стояла на месте. Странный эффект от изменений. Восприятие двоится. Как будто отражение живет в прошлом, а ты пытаешься сорваться в будущее. Мощная смена местонахождения откидывает начало нового пути. Это путь с неизвестным итогом, где много непонятного и непривычного. Самые сильные эмоции в сторону осознанности, где финальной точки не существует.
So, this is my grandparents' house. And this is our neighborhood. There's the kindergarten I showed you. And do you recognize this little house, along with this leaning one? This is where a scene from the Voroshilov Sharpshooter was shot, a movie I really adored because I was told it was filmed right here in our hood. Damn good movie, really.
What are you staring at, old man?
Memorizing. This is the place where I always played as a kid, but that's really far back in my childhood. My grandma's floor with the balcony. Basically everything here has remained unchanged, even this house. And here is a photo where I'm standing with some girls. One of them has some kind of a hoop. I'm wearing these fashionable checkered pants, a sweater with houses on it, and a shaggy haircut. Not like now, right? This photo was taken right here. These buildings here were still inhabited back then. This is the road I used to walk home from school with my little backpack and head over to my grandparents. My grandpa, by the way, also did time, but he hardly told anyone about it. It was 1937.
That fascist, Vova, that scoundrel, damn, what was his name? He's dead too.
Were they bloggers?
Gangsters they were. That one, what's his name? Petrovich, Dawson.
Yeah, I remember something like that.
He offered me a job as a foreman. Me personally. I had the nickname Raven, and that was given to me by... what was his name? Papa Genasvali. He was the one who gave me the nickname Raven. All the infantry here knew me from all the hoods.
Yeah, this was a criminal hood. Fights always happened here.
Uncle Kolya, he respected me. That one, Vavila Demirov from Saltikovka.
You do remember them all.
They're all dead now.
So gradually this life threw me into betting into debt, and debt into YouTube. When a person does something interesting, they find their mission. My mission in betting was showing the gamblers. Yeah, for a while it was. But we grow, we change, the games get more and more serious. Basically, I think I have found my mission. This is where my other grandma used to live. It used to be all sheds here, and old men would gather in the street to play dominoes. Movies were shot here, now they do tours. The house was declared hazardous building, but it's still an architectural monument. And now where my grandma's apartment was, there's a cafe Cosmos, if it's still operating, I don't know. These apple trees have been growing here all my life. There were various family gatherings at my grandma's house. Oh, they won't let us inside.
Come here, Andrew.
Misha, come here, come here. What are you eating? Andrew.
Andrew, what can I talk to you about? What can I ask you? Here is Grandpa.
Hey, come on, give each other a kiss.
Good Grandpa.
I love him. My grandma's apartment was here. We came here for some coffee. The TV used to stand in that corner. This is the living room. And that was the toilet and bathroom. And here's where the stove used to be. And there's also a photo, everything's kind of reversed. If we turn around, here I am, already grown up, before prison. Bought myself an Audi 98 S8, and this wall, you see, it's covered up, but actually it's ancient stone masonry. And so here I am with my grandma, showing her like, see, bought myself a car. Then when I went to prison, it got stolen. And they got caught because I didn't care about that car, and I later found out they just didn't deregister it. Then we figured out who it was. Well, a long story. Yeah, those gangsters messed up. You know who I'm talking about, right? Then we sold her apartment, my father and I split the money. I didn't spend my part on an apartment, even though my parents kept saying, buy an apartment, buy an apartment. But what kind of apartment do you get for 17K? You could maybe get a one-room apartment in a panel building, and even then probably not, would have taken out a mortgage. And so I bought myself a computer, video cameras. In short, invested in equipment, started editing my videos more seriously. And this kind of worked out. I'm making a little bit from ads. And you step out here and you're immediately in the city center, and it even feels like stepping into the past, judging by the clothes of some passers-by. My grandma lived here. Oh, the cafe moved out. It's gone now. I only have videos left. There's a photo at the entrance of this building where my dad is standing with my grandpa back in the old days. The 60s, to be precise. Okay, Uncle Vito, we gotta go. It was really nice to see you.
All good?
Yeah, sure, we'll have a bit of fun and...
So what program will you broadcast this on?
It's on my YouTube channel, Iron Bat. Nice to meet you, Uncle Vito.
I'm his father's friend.
Yeah, and my friend too. Aren't we friends? Okay, let's get going. Uncle Vito, we're still walking around here.
Yeah, God be with you. Have you filmed this one?
Yeah, please film his car so everyone knows.
There's only 1 or 2 cars like this in Kaluga. Everyone's been bugging me. Sell it, sell it.
Hey, yeah, we're inspecting.
Oh, are you?
Yes, I have returned. Now I'll live here with you always.
Long time no see, Andrew.
Well, actually, I'm just filming the neighborhood where I was born. We're just walking around here, showing it.
Oh, is this Alistarov, Andrey?
Yeah, it's me. And you told me no one would gather here. You said that. And I said, we'll come, start filming, and they'll swarm us and beat us with sticks. We have a criminal neighborhood, don't we? Aunt Ira won't lie. There was a lot of crime here, right?
Yes, there was.
Even Uncle Vito gave a comment. Said he was the main overseer here.
No, I didn't say that.
Yeah, well, no, he's just speaking from the first floor window.
Yeah, this is the perfect angle.
You have anything to complain about?
Oh, sure we do.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we do have things to...
This is a microphone.
Tanya, speak up.
First of all, we need a playground. There isn't one at all.
Oh, I see.
Not a single playground.
Well, this movie is not about this, but we'll bring up this topic.
Andrew, you were a little boy to us, and you will remain a little boy.
Oh yeah, the soccer field, right. Here is the soccer field. Masha, Uncle Vita told me to pick some lilacs for you here. Don't step in shit. This is our neighborhood, everything's booby-trapped. Back in the day, there were bushes here, and all sorts of things happened. Fights, confrontations, benches were placed, and now it's a hotel, Hilton Garden Inn in Kaluga. This place was all sandy, lots of sand. This grass has grown over the last 15-20 years. And we stole this soccer goal from the neighboring courtyard where people used to hang their laundry on it. But we were like, why hang laundry? We need to play soccer. So we brought one here, put another there, then someone ripped them out and put up this gym. Although they could have left the goals. Let's go, I'll show you the hut I built. Yeah, neighbors are talking, you can film them. Actually, nothing was overgrown here. It was mostly just sand, like in the movie The Sandpit Generals. None of this was here, it only recently grew so nicely. Oh, there are the goals! Just so you don't think I'm lying to you. You see this? Laundry was stretched here, and the second one is over there. We really dragged them from that neighboring yard to here, made ourselves a football field, and then the authorities ripped them out to put up some kind of a gym. But again, they could have left the goals and simply put up the gym. I don't know why they didn't do that. And down there was the hut. We dug in 4 poles, boarded it up, some guy dragged out a couch to dry, we brought it to our hut, tore off an entire wall, put the couch in, nailed the wall back. And we used to hang out there. Let's go check it out. The hut was over there. So we would hang out here around the corner.
Hey, I can jump from here. No, don't do it.
Do a flip. Do a flip, bro. A flip? Nah, I'll do it nicely. No splashes, look.
Скупись, Романович. А, это такая же.
А вода какая? Вот есть.
Я не умею плавать.
The water is warm.
Да. Пошло хорошо.
Да не, нормальная вода.
Come on, Andrey, do it. There's a life ring here.
Нормально для холода. Она холодная.
Я пойду сплаваю к соседям, спрошу, что у них там хорошего.
Hey, it's moving. Just dive in. The water is so good. You know, I'll just do a backflip. So shall we sing? We will sing now, together. Are you really about to sing?
Чего ж ты будешь рот разевать? Что тебе? Слов, что ли, нет?
So what did I want to show with this movie? First and foremost, stay honest with yourself. Then you won't have to make excuses if you create some Ponzi scheme. Yeah, and basically, you can be in a happy state just like with $1 in your hand against the backdrop of a carpet on the wall and a small, modest family table, but in a very happy environment. And you can also feel happy in a house rented for $1 million, surrounded by your close friends. In both places, you'll feel happiness regardless of how much money you have. So first of all, cherish your surroundings and, as I said, be honest with yourself. That's where true happiness lies.
Daddy, may I? Daddy, may I use the camera?
Блин. Я думаю, Варлуш сделает.
Можно спать.
Да? И там. И тут. И тут. Что? Что?
Послушать музыку, а здесь более спокойно. Блин, даже футбол классно. Я не знаю, целая футбольная команда отдыхать.
На лифте поедем, ну давайте.
Я же Эндрю Капер, я должен. Да?
Смотри, как я умею. Я хотел ровно упасть.
This is an unusual birthday. I'm pleasantly surprised. We have such a good friend here. And we're really happy that you invited us today. And we're always happy to have you in our territory in Tbilisi, in our homeland. Happy birthday! Cheers! Cheers! Happy birthday!
Приезжаешь, и там что-то устроишь. Ну, у нас обычно такая. У нас обычно